mean, for me, I think that it was just a tremendous opportunity. You know, I don't know that the job could have been more tailor-made. When you look at what I worked on at Google and how it compares to Yahoo, it's search, it's mail, it's the homepage, it's news, it's finance, it's maps, it's mobile. It's all the things I worked on in a new context. And you know, I thought that that would be really fun in terms of the overall challenge. And Yahoo has an amazing brand. You know, I'm Midwestern, and so like I really do feel that sort of love throughout, especially throughout the U.S. for Yahoo, and the brand is really strong there. And I think getting the opportunity to work with a great team and getting a chance to really have this brand experience a resurgence, and I just thought it was a really great opportunity and a big challenge.
And you know, so you've described what you've been doing as a series of sprints. Is that right? Can you explain that and tell me, about the sprint you've just completed?
Well, the idea is that we know that we have a bunch of steps we need to make to get the company growing the way that we want it to grow. And the first is we need to get the right people into the right roles, get the right plans in place, get the right products into market, and then ultimately have users respond to that, have advertisers respond to the fact that the users are there, and therefore start really getting revenue growth happening again. And obviously growth will happen first at the rate of the market, and then hopefully faster than the market where we're actually gaining share. But that's basically the series of steps. And there's about 8 steps or so that I just went through. And obviously some of them overlap, but basically, in the first, I've been at Yahoo now for just over 9 months, and basically the first part of this has been about getting the right people in place and really getting the culture and the energy where we wanted it to be. It turns out there's a lot of fantastic folks at Yahoo, and they've been sitting there with their ideas and really wanting to run. And I just think that, through various twists and turns, the recession, various churn at the top, those things have gotten in the way, right? My job as an executive is to play defense. Well, and let the team play offense. And we've been getting the right team in place and really getting the right product ideas in place and getting the vibe and the energy of the place where we want it to be, so we can really run.
One thing that you did, which got maybe an inordinate amount of attention, was you say you didn't want people to work from home anymore. You want to talk about that? What happened there?
Well, I mean, I think that I really didn't mean for it to become an industry narrative in terms of whether or not people could actually successfully work from home. We were just saying that it's not right for us right now. I do think that everyone at Yahoo works in teams. I had heard from lots of people all over the company where they said, hey, like the fact that our team is distributed or the fact that we sometimes have to stop and coordinate with someone from home causes drag. And so we said, as a general principle, obviously there are exceptions, and we made a lot of exceptions, that we want people in the office. And I think that overall it was actually really well received inside the company. And it was the right thing for us right now. But by the way, I mean, it's also gotten taken to sort of hyperbole in terms of like, wait, are you not even allowed to type an email when you're not in the office? Like, no, obviously we all do that. Like we all work from home all the time. But during normal business hours, generally we want people to be there collaborating with their teams, because I do ascribe to the theory. There was a great study done that basically shows that people are in fact more productive when they work alone. But not surprising, they're more collaborative and inventive when they work together. And when you look at things like the Yahoo Weather app, that wouldn't have happened if those two people hadn't run into each other. Right? You needed someone from Flickr to say, hey, I've got these geotagged photos, and I know where these photos were taken, and we can probably detect whether or not there's faces in them or whether they're a scene. Running into someone from Weather that says, hey, could we make our app more beautiful? And those, I sort of call it, it's the Reese's peanut butter cups effect, right? Like, that chocolate and peanut butter taste great together. That only happens when people really come together and say, hey, like, what happens when we combine these things?
Where do we